I think if there's one thing that most of the anime community agrees on, it's winter 2019 was pretty damn good. We had some awesome shows like Shield Hero that hit the scene and quenched my thirst for cynicism. We had The Promised Neverland, which was a great psychological horror anime slash shonen. I know it's weird, just trust me, it works. And of course we had Slime, finishing up with a recap episode for some reason. Weird flex, but okay. And not to mention many other great shows that I got the honor of covering, and also the honor of not covering. So whereas the theme of winter 2019 was hope, lots of potentially good shows that we knew nothing about and that we were hoping they'd be great, I think spring 2019's theme seems to be doubt. Led, of course, by that really unsettling trailer for the much anticipated One Punch Man Season 2. Either way, if you've been around the channel for a while, you would know that my plan to watch videos for each season are much different from my usual videos on this channel. I like to bring you guys with me as I decide what to watch based strictly on the mal description. And of course I want to show off my sexy, non-anime face. I don't know why I wrote that in there, I don't know. So I'm gonna start from the bottom with the less popular shows and then work my way up to the most popular shows of the season. Strike Witches has a new season, that's neat. I'm not a huge Strike Witches fan, so I probably won't watch it unless I get like tons of recommendations and it's like amazing. Uh-oh, Layden Films is coming in here with another masterpiece. What's theirs? What's this one? You know, I just read this description and I still don't know what it's about. And you know what? I don't care. Let's see, Nobunagu Sensei no Oza Sazum, I can't pronounce that word. One day, a girl who loves me will suddenly appear before me. Man, me too, I wish. Middle school teacher Nobunaga has always been dreaming of such a gal game-like situation. However, the one who appears before him is Kicho, a 14-year-old girl who proclaims herself as his wife, of course. Appears to have arrived from the Sengoku era. You're serious? It's a fucking history anime? Thus begins the age difference love comedy between a gal gaming loving teacher and a Sengoku era expert princess. I legit have no clue how they come up with these premises. Diamond No Ace getting a second season. Oh wow, it's 52 episodes too, and it's by Madhouse. That's probably gonna be awesome. Kono Ote Tamare. Let's see. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't really care so much for music-based anime. However, that's because I don't like idol anime, and this is much more, looks like to be a classical instrument anime, which is something I can handle way better. So I'll give this an episode or two watch. Who's it by, out of curiosity? Nothing much of note, so we'll see how this one goes. Itoribuchi suffers from extreme social anxiety. She's not good at talking to people, takes pretty extreme actions, is surprisingly adept at avoiding people. Her legs cramp up whenever she overexerts herself, gets full of herself when alone, will vomit when exposed to extreme tension, and often comes up with plans. I hope she has plans. I don't have any plans. Good for her. Sounds like a cuter Watamote? I don't know. When Al was in kindergarten, she smiled ear to ear as she told her classmates how her father, a best-selling erotic author, chose her name. A as in apple, and O as in orgy. I don't understand these premises anymore. What the fuck? That day still haunts her 10 years later as she studies with a single goal in mind: to get into an elite university and achieve independence from her father once and for all. I don't know, like I said, plan to watch for sure. It sounds kind of funny. The first half lost me for sure. Oh my god. But like at least the second half is kind of funnier. So I think it might be funny, we'll see. This show's gonna be a shit show. I can just sense it from here. Who's it by? Fucking feel, of course it is. Shimotsu Toshi. I would trust this show with Madhouse. The description is extremely loose, and I feel like it could either be really, really good or really, really boring. The everyday life of Nanako, a salaryman working for an exploitative company. He is suddenly introduced to a fox-sinkin, 800 years old little girl. Solid chance I'm gonna drop this show if it's bad. I'm probably gonna give it half an episode, not even a full episode, to pull me in, because I have some serious doubts. Nande koko ni sensei ga? 17-year-old Iwachi is an average teenager who always happens to find himself in perverted situations with his teacher. It's an ecchi, I'm in. I've been dreading this. I've heard there's a new PA Works original property. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. PA Works is my all-time favorite studio because they make tons of original properties, and they're always willing to take insane risk on these shows. And from what I can tell, this one's gonna be bad. The story takes place in a world where fairies possess and dwell in animals, giving them mysterious abilities. By removing the organs of a possessed animal and transplanting them into humans, fairies can be summoned as an alter ego to be used like weapons. You mean like stands? PA Works, why do you do this to me, man? I love you guys. Just please try to make a decent show. I'm gonna watch it because your PA Works. And I like you guys. Don't fuck me. Don't fuck this up. So we're finally getting up to the big dogs now. Fruits Basket. Hey, that's a show I kind of know about. From what I can tell, it's just a remake from the original Fruits Basket. I actually haven't seen the original Fruits Basket, and I'm watching it tonight. Like, I'm not kidding. I plan to watch it tonight. I did know about the remake roughly beforehand, so I want to watch that first before going into the remake and see how I like it and see if I like the differences. So I am absolutely watching this show unless the original Fruit Basket sucks, in which case I'm gonna watch the show. Attack on Titan Season 3 Part 2, not watching. I could not get through Season 2, it was so freaking boring. I've heard good things about Season 3 Part 1. Season 3 Part 2 means I have to watch Season 2, but it's just gonna be a no. I'm just gonna turn it down. I'm not watching Attack on Titan Season 3 Part 2. And of course, the most anticipated and the scariest anime, despite not being a horror anime, One Punch Man Season 2. Look, man, after it switched hands from Madhouse to JC staff, everyone was super skeptical, and then this PV just scared everyone even more. I'm gonna be optimistic and watch it and say, hopefully it'll be good. Now, is it going to be good? That's a really hard thing to say. I don't know. It could be an absolute shit show. I think, once again, my biggest fear is that a lot of the comedy does depend on the quality of the art. And I think a lot of the jokes in the original One Punch Man wouldn't have landed well if the art style was poorly done. Time for my predictions of the shows that I think will be the best show of this season, the underdog of this season, and the shitpost meme show of the season. Best show of this season, probably gonna be the remake of Fruits Basket. Now, One Punch Man Season 2 could absolutely take that throne if it's done properly, but Fruit Basket I think is the safe pick here because it's obviously a passion project. Someone really cared about it so much to do a remake of the show, and I think there's gonna be a lot of care put into that show, and it's gonna be really fucking good. The underdog of the season, I'm gonna give to Kono Oto Tomore. It looks like it's gonna be a solid show. I do have some trust in it, and I think any good musically inclined show is just something that could turn out to be really good, and I have a good feeling about this show. Meme show of the season, look, I don't think there's gonna be any contests. It's gotta go to Nobunaga Sensei no Osanzuma, whatever it's pronounced. Just the premise of this show screams Domestic Girlfriend Part 2 to me. And just for the hell of it, worst show of the season, I'm gonna call a little early. I think it's gonna be Fairy Gone. PA Works is gonna just turn that into an absolute train wreck. Look, man, I trust PA Works to make really good shows, but I also trust them to make horrible freaking shows. And I think this is gonna be the latter. And that's what I plan on watching. To me, there's either a lot of shows that can turn out amazing or into utter garbage. There's like no in between. Now, after looking through this list, I do have a little bit more faith in the shows of this season, but I'm not gonna pretend that I'm not a little bit doubtful. Thank you guys for joining me on my journey through this season of anime. Of course, my list is always subject to change. The best way to keep up is follow me on Twitter at ManimeMatt. Usually I'll be posting about what shows I'm watching, what I love, what I hate, and so on. So feel free to follow me on there. I don't know if you caught it, but it's a plug. A huge thank you to my patrons. You guys are my heroes. Speaking of which, if you want to see how I edit, join our exclusive Discord, or simply support the channel, feel free to join me on Patreon. Make sure you guys share, like, comment, and subscribe. This is Manime Matt. Make sure you guys say man and go watch that goddamned anime.